Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we're up here with our raised beds. We're going to be cleaning these guys out today and filling them in with some Bumblebee Junction super soil. I'm really excited. I wanted to make this last year and I just never got around to it. We have been using just compost, just straight compost for our raised beds, and it did pretty good. But I just can't seem to master these carrots. I'm not sure if the soil's loose enough. So I said this year, I've watched Bumblebee Junction grow their carrots, and I said this year I'm just gonna copy them. I did it with the silver queen corn, and Mark and Tina, they were nice enough to text me back and forth and actually hold my hand growing the silver queen corn. I'll never forget that. It was super cool of them. So I'm gonna copy them on the carrots. Those guys at Bumblebee Junction can grow anything. So we're going to be making some super soil. I'm not going to be videoing showing you guys how to make it. If you guys want to know how to make the super soil, go check out Bumblebee Junction's channel. Subscribe to their channel, and they make it every year. They've got a ton of videos out how to make it. I'm just going to throw it together real quick, put it in these beds. I'm also going to be growing the carrots that they grow. We're going to be using Johnny Seeds. They were sponsored by Johnny Seeds this year, so of course I'm going to support that. We got Johnny Seeds pelletized carrots. For the life of me, let's see here, I can't remember. This is a hybrid main crop Hercules carrot, I believe is what it's called, a Hercules F1 carrot. We have 1,000 seeds in here. I'll be growing one per hole. Now they do 2 per hole. I'm just gonna be doing 1 per hole because I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope I can get as many carrots as I possibly can. But let's get together here. We're gonna dig all this soil out. I'm just gonna pile it over here on the side of the garden, so if I need it for anything else, I'm just gonna pile it right here on the side, so it's right here close by. I see where the chickens got in here. Springtime is in the air, and the chickens are venturing out now. In the winter, they stay near that chicken coop. They don't go nowhere. But now, I mean, they're dotted. They're just dotted all over the property. They come all the way up here around the bees. When we have our pigs, they try to get the pig pen. They're just scattered. And so what I think I'm going to end up having to do is, once I get these raised beds done, I think I still have a roll of chicken wire. I may have to put chicken wire around this whole entire thing. I know I'm going to have to. If not, I end up having to kill all my chickens after all this hard work. So let me get to it. Let me start digging this stuff out because time's a ticking. I got other things to do. So stick around. We're planting some carrots. Well, that didn't turn out too bad. I got them all emptied out. As you can see, not too bad. They were about half full. What I want to do, well, first of all, I piled it all right here. I piled it all right here next to the garden. So if I need any extra in here later, or if I need any during the year, I have it. If not, I can just push it into the garden next time I plow it, and I can plow it in, because this is straight compost. This is all just straight compost that we've composted over the years. I took the weeds, as you see in the video, I took the weeds, sorted them out before I got the dirt out, and composted it. We compost everything we throw away. We compost everything. We try to. But anything, as far as weeds, any garden material left over, even when we process all our birds, the feathers, the innards that we don't eat, the heads, everything, We compost everything. It's funny, I have found a chicken skull in here before. That's kind of cool. But yeah, we compost everything, and it turns out great. Look at that. I mean, it just turns into great soil. So we could push it right back into the garden and use it for later. So I didn't want to take it too far. But what we're going to do next, I got some plans for in here too. My mind was working while I was in here working. I got all that mulch. I got 2 giant dump truck loads of mulch left. I think I'm going to mulch all this too and pretty it up. I'm going to take all these buckets. We've saved buckets over the years. We don't hardly throw anything away. I'm going to put all these in the shed. I got a bunch over there. I'm going to put all this stuff in the shed and save it so if we ever need it for a later date. And I'm going to come and mulch all this. We got plastic down, but you know, it's just, this has been here for a few years. I'm sorry about the wind. The wind just picked up. But I'm going to clean this up and mulch it real good. I'm going to fence it off, of course, because I know tomorrow, as soon as I'm done, these chickens will be all in this stuff. They will wear this out. But I want to talk a little bit about this super soil. I don't want to make a video on doing it because that's Bumblebee Junction. I'm not trying to copy anybody. Do go subscribe to Bumblebee Junction. I love Mark and Tina. They're just super nice guys. So I'm not going to do a video on it. They got tons of videos. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just copying them. But I'll show you what I got and I'll tell you what it cost. I got a couple of Black Cow, 4 just regular all-purpose in-ground vegetable type garden soil. I got 1 peat moss. I got 1 blood meal, 2 bone meal, some garden lime, Epsom salt, some perlite. I got some water storing crystals. And this is just a little, about a half a teaspoon of borax. That kind of sounds weird to you guys. Go check out Mark and Tina's video. They'll tell you why you put that in there. But, oh yeah, and I got this from the chickens. This is oyster shell. You'll need a couple, 3 cups of oyster shell. And nothing's exact. I'm just going to mix all this stuff together. I don't think it's going to be enough for all 4 beds. So what my plan is to do these front 2 because they'll be closer to me. I'll go ahead and fill these 2 front 2 in because I want to fill them to the top. And whatever's, if I don't have it, I'll fill the rest up, of course, if I got any left. But if I need more, I'll go back and buy some more next weekend. Because I do all my shopping the day before I do this. I only have 1 day a week to do all this stuff. So we'll mix this up. We're going to lay a tarp out, mix it. That way we don't lose none in the soil. We're going to lay this blue tarp out, mix it on top of the tarp, fill these 2 beds up, put some carrots in there. If anything, we'll have 2 beds of carrots this week. And then next week we'll do the other 2. So stick around. I'm going to mix this stuff together, play a little music like I do, and have some fun. Work up a sweat. That's hilarious. Well, that was fun. Found a little lizard. That was kind of cool. Found 2 of them. They got stuck in these buckets. I think that's how I'm going to move. I think I'm going to use this bucket instead of shoveling it from here to there. I think I'm going to use that bucket. It might be a little quicker. But look at this stuff. I mean, if you're growing carrots, that's what you want. Nice, loose soil. I mean, this stuff is just going to be great. I think I'm going to start growing in this every year from here on out. With these raised beds, I'll just add to it every year. Add to it every year. Well, hopefully these carrots turn out really, really well. I'm really happy with the soil. I'm really happy with the soil. I'm going to get it in here. I think we have rain coming for the next 3 days, so this is going to work out great. I'm going to load these 2 boxes up, pop some holes, put some seeds in there. I saved 1 bag of black cow. I don't want to pack them seeds down. I just want to sprinkle that black cow on top of it, and then I'm going to lay some newspaper down. I'm going to wet all that down, put some newspaper down, and then wet the newspaper. And hopefully with this rain coming in 5 days, we'll take this newspaper up and hopefully have some carrots coming up, or see something happening. If not, I'm sure they will come up. This soil is just super rich now. I mean, it seems like you grow anything with all the stuff I put in here. But I've never grown super soil, or made super soil, or grown anything this way, so I am really excited. I meant to tell y'all how much it cost too. It was, I think I paid $100. It was $100. It was for all this, it was like $119, I think. Now the blood meal, I already had a bag of that, so that's not included. It was probably $6 or $7. But I already had the blood meal. I had the oyster shell, so I didn't have to buy that. And we had the borax. So outside of that, everything else was around $119. So if I have to do it again, if I can fill these 2 beds up and then do this again, so that's, you're looking at $240-ish. And dang, for the stuff you can grow, that's well worth the money. But they talk about that on one of their videos. You can just grow and grow. Once we harvest the carrots out of here, we'll load it right back up with something else. We're going to grow hopefully a full year in these raised beds. But let me get done talking. I'm going to stop talking. I want to fill these beds up. I want to put some mulch out here. I got to put chicken wire around this thing because I know the chickens, if I was a chicken, I'd be all in this. I would be wearing this out. And I know they watch me and wait for me to leave. So let me get this loaded up real super fast, and we'll see what the next step is. All right, guys, well, I hope y'all are hanging in here for this because we're all learning together. That's what I love about my channel. We all learn together. That's an expensive bed of carrots. All that was only 1 bed. So, 120, 120, 120, 120. Whew, I can't wait till my wife sees this video. Mark and Tina, this better work. You got to be on, because I'm on a budget. I'm on a budget. So I guess every week, every weekend, I'm going to buy enough to fill a bed. Because I want all these done. I do. Dang, that's a lot of money. But I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't know exactly how big these beds. They're probably, I know these are 2 by 12. So they're 12 inches deep. I think 2 foot wide. And I want to say 10 foot long. 8, maybe 10 foot long. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8 foot long. So 2 by 8 by 12 deep. So that's $120 right there per bed. But once it's in there, and I could have put some of this back in there. I could have put some of that back in there. But I wanted to just, I was hoping to get 2 of them done. But I wanted to just do straight the super soil and see how well this stuff works. And that's what I'm going to do. It's just going to take me a while to do it. We got a long spring, a long summer. So I'll dabble away at each one. But right now, we're going to drop the carrots in here. And I guess next week we'll do the second bed and so on and so forth. I may get a little spurt. I've been working like crazy. We're trying to pay the house off. So I may dabble in a little bit of that money and try to get out here and just get this knocked out. Because I hate to drag anything out, but whew, that's a lot of money. But all right, guys, let me put some holes in here, and we're going to drop our carrots, and we're going to close this thing out. All right, well, we got our holes put in, and I just used 2 fingers, about a 1/2 inch. And I just went and made some nice pretty rows. We're gonna drop these pelletized carrot seeds in here. I'm only gonna use 1 per hole because they say you're supposed to go in and select your best ones and all that. I'm the worst gardener ever. If I see something growing, I'm not about to pull it out. I just never have been able to do that. So I'm just gonna put 1 seed in there, and we got enough to where if half these grow, I got plenty of carrots. So let me get these seeds out. I'll show you what they look like, and we'll stick them in the holes, cover them up, and water them down. This is what they look like. They look like, they just look like little white BBs. It's supposed to be some kind of little, boy, that wind's blowing hard. It's supposed to be a little clay, packed in clay. So they got a real nice contact with the soil, which is embedded on it. So I'm just gonna put 1 seed. That one took 2. I can't have that. You can't hardly help but put 2 in there. They fall out of your fingers and they get mixed up with that perlite. You get mixed in with that perlite and you can't tell the difference. Okay, next I'm going to take some of this black cow and just sort of sprinkle over the top. I don't want to pack it down. I just want to put a nice little layer on top. This has got a lot of sticks in it. A lot of sticks. It's like it's been through a wood chipper. I heard by those guys it's supposed to be real sandy. I mean, it's just, it must have run out of sand because it's eat up with wood. It don't look no different than that topsoil I bought. It don't look any different. We're gonna use it. We're gonna use it for just a little top cover. Well, we got that done. We watered the, we put the black cow down real nice. I mean, thin layer. I just sprinkled it on, watered it in, put newspaper down, watered that down, and we're super lucky that we're going to be getting rain. Let me sit down. We're going to be getting rain for the next 3 days. So that ought to keep everything nice and moist. That'll take a job away from me where I have to worry about coming up here and watering it. So that's going to be nice. In 5 days, I'm supposed to take the newspaper off and start growing carrots. So I hope this works out. And as I was doing this, I got to thinking, that pile right there, we may just fill up. That'll definitely fill up 1 box. So I think I'm just going to fill up 1 box. I may add some stuff to it, like I did with this, maybe like a bag of that blood meal and a couple bags of that bone meal. And it is a super light, fluffy soil. I mean, it's really nice soil. So we can grow just about anything in it. And I'll find some stuff to put in there, because I hate to spend almost $450 to fill these beds up. My gosh, I didn't know it was going to cost that much. I just thought it'd be a fun little experiment today. Get out of here! I swore the bees are on. The bees are on. That was a big red wasp. But yeah, I think we're going to put that in here and just, I want to grow my carrots in this super soil. So I will do 1 more bed to finish out the carrots. And I didn't hardly put a dent in those carrots. I was surprised, but I would say I put 100 or so in there. There was 100 or so in there, I would imagine. It was a lot. It was a lot. I got all this stuff cleaned out. I'm going to go ahead and put all that stuff in the shed. There's a bunch I'm going to toss. but the majority of it we're going to save because I got some plans for that. We don't hardly throw a lot of that stuff away. So I got some plans for that. I'm going to start bringing some mulch over here, so the next time you see me out here in the raised beds, hopefully this will look a lot better. I'm not going to video that today, but I'm going to mulch this out real good and make it real pretty. Well, maybe it won't be so weedy this year because the weeds are starting to sneak through that plastic. They're starting to sneak through because we've had this down here for 4 years, maybe 3. We bought this greenhouse. I know people are wondering, where's the greenhouse at? It was destroyed the first year, the second year. That was, we bought this. I got it as a gift for my wife, and God bless her. I love her to death. It was just, it didn't work out. That plastic just didn't take this sun. It just didn't take this sun. But that's okay. I'll go wrap it in chicken wire here in just a minute. I can't forget that. I don't think they'll bother it with a newspaper on it, but I don't know. These chickens are ferocious. But guys, I want to close this out. Love you guys to death. I'm trying to see if I forgot anything. I don't think I did, but I will put that back in here. That'll save me some money, and I can grow something else in here. And I'll just use these 2 for carrots. I may do some. If you guys have anything y'all would like to see me grow, I do have some, I believe it's a purple kohlrabi. I may be able to throw that in. That was a gifted from us from Little Feet Farm Homestead, so I may be able to put that in here and see how that grows. That's a good idea. But anyway, guys, I love y'all to death. Do me a favor, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. And do me a favor, click that subscribe button so you can see more of these fun videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Look, leave me a comment. I love interacting with you guys. That's my favorite thing to do. I'm trying to start going live every Monday night at 7. But now that the time's changed, I may go later because it gets dark at 9. I like to stay out here till dark. I'm always doing something till dark because I only have 1 day a week to play. So I may end up changing it to 9. So I don't know, but I'm trying to go live every Monday night now. So just keep up with me, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and you'll see when I go live. And we have a load of fun going live. That's my favorite thing to do. We laugh and just everybody can pick at me, I pick at them. We just have a good time. But guys, thank y'all so much. I'll keep rambling. Love y'all to death. We will see y'all on the next video.